What's up, guys? Eldridge here again to bring you my once a month in the bag. This is May 2022 edition. So without further ado, let me show you what's in my bag. So as you can see, I'm using a bag. I normally have my cart, but I'm going on a trip soon, so I won't be able to bring my cart. So I've had to downsize into my grip sand-colored AX4 bag, which I do love grip bags. And I don't fit as many discs as I do my cart. But anyways, I'll show you what's in my cart and also some of the discs I'll be bringing with me. So for starters, I'll show you what's in my, bag, that besides the discs themselves. First off, we'll start with the tacky sack. Tacky sack, shout out to Rick Johnson for hooking me up. These are the best bags on the market for keeping your hands dry. Sweaty hands, absolutely recommend them. Look them up on Facebook. I also carry a Bushnell rangefinder. Definitely need that just to get your footages correct, in case you're having trouble trying to find the right disc. I also carry my grip AX5 or 4 Rainfly. I'm always going to have that in case it starts raining. I also have my Mini. I got an Infinite Disc purple metal Mini. Definitely love metal Minis. I also carry my Bluetooth speaker, JBL Charge 5. Absolutely love having a good Bluetooth speaker on the bag or cart. I also carry my InZone Quick Stick. This is the newest model with the 2 interchangeable heads. Definitely recommend getting one of these. It's a great investment to help you get your disc back in some awkward areas. I also carry a beach towel. Dry off your hands, dry off your discs. Definitely comes in handy. So yeah, that's basically all I carry in my bag. So what I'll start with is the putters as always. So I'll show you the putters that I'm actually in the bag, and then I'll show you some other ones that I'm going to bring. So starting off with the putting putters, I actually putt now with the new Discmania Flex 2 D-Line P2s. They are golf ball white with red stamp. I putt with 2 of them, both about the same amount of seasoning, about the same amount of wear. 173 grams embossed. P2s are just classics, good stability. They did a great job on this new plastic. And like I said, I carried 2 of them. Golf ball white, red stamp, 173 grams embossed. And yeah, absolutely love putting with a P2. Next putter is more of an upshot approach putter. Sometimes it's a scramble putter, but it's more understable. It is a Discmania D-Line P1X. It is orange with a gold foil. Pretty well used. Embossed, 175 grams. It's got a bead on it. And this is just my understable, putter. Gets me, again, out of trouble or approach shots, or if I want to Anheuser, get around out of some areas if I've got myself in trouble, or just get that flip to flat flight for it. Next, I've got mainly a throwing putter. I use another one just because of the plastic type I love. It is a Dynamic Disc BT Hard Burst Warden. This is got a blue burst with a hand dye foil stamp. It is embossed, 175 grams. This is a pretty freshy for the bag. I just love the feel of these as far as the plastic. It's a straight out of the gate. They're pretty still stable, but you can work these in to be kind of shape shot discs. Just very, very workable, very dependable. Next, I'll show you the putters again. Not able to go in the bag. I'm going to bring a new Discmania Creator Series Flex 3 Rainmaker. This is a pink disc with red foil. It is embossed, 173 grams. Good profile, a little bit more shallow than a P2, a little bit more straighter. I've putted with these as well as since the release. They're just a little bit straighter, so I prefer P2s for a little bit more wind fighting and the reliable hyzer finish. But definitely always love having one of these. They're really, really good putters. Next is a disc I haven't thrown too much, but I do want to keep trying it out. It is a Discmania Evolution Exo Hard Logic. It is baseline plastic, blue foil, embossed, 175 grams. Pretty flat profile, shallow depth to it. For me, I'm getting more and more throws with this. I'm getting used to it. I'd say it's pretty straight. The more you beat it in, I assume it will have a little line, little give to the right. But this is pretty well new. So yeah, I'm going to start beating that in. Next is a throwing putter. I will also be bringing, it is a Discmania Evolution Lux Link. This is a pink with a pink gorilla stamp, embossed, 176 grams. It's a great throwing putter, pretty stable. It's got a bead, great profile. I just love the Lux plastic for this mold, and it really allows me to actually rip on this with a lot of torque, and it can take a good amount of power. Really do recommend the Link in the premium plastic. And the last putter I'll be bringing is another throwing putter. This is another, again, throwing putter approach disc. It is a Discmania S-Line P3X. It is a first run P3X. It's a red with a blue hollow foil color. Pen 175 grams. Flat, almost puddled. It's got a bead on it. No glide on this, so it's definitely something where you can just approach the basket, let it sit with a reliable fade. So I really like the P3X in the S-Line plastic. So that's all the putters I have and will be bringing. Next, I will get into the mid-ranges. And make sure. Mid-ranges do tend sometimes get changed out depending on the wear. First, I don't call it a putter. I don't call it a mid-range. It's an approach disc. It is a Discmania Vapor Tactic. It's from the Razor Claw 1 run, the Broken Claw. It's purple with a blue foil. This is used 176 grams. Actually, the first one I got is board flat, no bead. Anything 250 in, I'm going to be throwing this disc. Good headwind fighter, reliable fade. I'm used to the stability of this one versus the Razor Claw 2, so that's why I keep throwing this one. And it's great for forehands, but mainly it's my approach disc. This is what I'll be using. Next is another overstable mid-range. I've been seeing myself forehanding this more and more. It is a Discmania Metal Flake C-Line MD5. It is blue with a yellow mystery stamp, and embossed 175 grams, flat with a bead. MD5s are great headwind fighters, overstable. Again, forehands, backhand, a little more speed to them than the Tactic. So if I want to reach a little bit further, I'll grab the MD5. Next mid-range is my probably oldest disc in my bag, and it is old reliable. It is a Discmania Regular Glow C-Line MD3. This is from the 5503 run Claw Eagle McMahon Signature Series. Regular Glow plastic with American flag foil. It's pretty well used, pretty well seasoned. Penned 180 grams. Board flat, that old buttery plastic. Basically, this is a security blanket for me. You got to have that one mid-range that's beat in perfectly. Get it to Anheuser, get it to go straight, flip to flat. It's definitely something that I will continue to bag. This plastic lasts a long time. Next mid-range I'm carrying, I've actually been using this since the release. It is a new Discmania C-Line MD3, Color Glow C-Line MD3, the Iron Samurai 3. I got a teal with a purple stamp. It is 177 grams. Not too many came out in 180. It's got a little bit of dome to it. I wouldn't say it's really domey, but they are pretty stable. I'm going to try to beat this one in just to see how well this plastic can take its durability. Very workable. I'd say it's pretty stable. Between this and the other one I'll show you, I go back and forth between these MD3 runs. But so far, I really love this mold. This run of the mold. And my last mid-range I carry, just started using it kind of recently. Didn't really get my hands on one when they released, but now I do. It is a new Discmania Italian Plastic C-Line MD1. It is green with the gold stamp, 15th anniversary stamp. I do love this disc. It is embossed 180 grams, slight dome. Just fell in love. It's just point and shoot, just like they described it. I don't really bag an origin. I don't honestly, between this, getting it to go a little bit right, it's a point and shoot. So if you keep it on an Anheuser, it'll continue to go, or if you point it straight. So I definitely recommend this new mid-range that they came out with for sure. And another mid-range I'm going to bring with me, again, it's just not in the bag, is another run of MD3. It is a Discmania Color Glow C-Line MD3 from the Crowned Eagle run. This is teal with a blue stamp, sky blue stamp. This is a lighter weight. It is embossed 172 grams. Flatter profile than the Iron Samurai 3. Just trying to work this one in, try to see if I can get this to where I can get a little more understability from it, but right now it's pretty straight shooter. I'm going to beat it in a little bit more and see how much durability, again, I can get these to do. So definitely a workable disc. So that's all the putters, mid-ranges. I'm on to fairway drivers now. So the ones in my cart, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go up to speed 7 and 8. That's what I got, and some other ones too. All right, so first fairway driver is the Bill Disc. It is a Discmania Color Glow C-Line FD Night Strike 1, Nate Perkins, Signature Series, teal with a black stamp, embossed, 175 grams. Great profile, good stability. As these get beat in, they're a little more understable, but as of right now, it's beat in perfectly. Get to flip the flat, ride straight, or if I put a lot of power on it, it'll turn. Anheuser. Really good shape shot, really good wooded disc. Yeah, so definitely Night Strike 1. I also bag a Discmania Color Glow C-Line FD Night Strike 2, Nate Perkins Signature Series. This is a teal with a kind of silver reflective foil, embossed, 175 grams, a flatter profile. This is my more thrown of the two Night Strikes. I just prefer the Night Strike 2 run with a little bit flatter profile, a little bit more aggressive for me, but as these do beat in, they become a little bit more flippy, but you definitely can control them, get them, again, shape shot, great glide, outstanding glide for these discs. So yeah, this is definitely a workhorse. Next fairway driver is something new to the bag. I was trying it out. I've seen a lot of these previously, and I wanted to try one out. It is a Innova Swirly Star Eagle, Greg Barsby Tour Series. This is kind of a greenish with a red foil. These are embossed, 173, 5 grams. To me, it's got a slight amount of dome, but it's definitely stable. I've never really thrown Eagles, but I'm starting to like them. Just a stable fairway driver so far that I've found. I haven't really forehanded, just backhand only, so definitely trying those out. Next is one of my favorite discs to throw. I think I would always bag this, regardless of Discmania Innova assorted disc I have. It is a Innova Metal Flake Champion T-Bird 3. This is one of the older runs of the Paul Macbeth Tour Series. It's blue metal flake with the flag foil, embossed, 175 grams. Probably my favorite run of T-Bird 3s. Slight dome, such a trustworthy disc, good stability, can handle a good power, and definitely would say this is absolute workhorse. Next fairway drivers for my understability shots. I do prefer this plastic of this run because it does have a little bit more stability, in my opinion. It is the new Discmania Meta Essence, the Zen Nate Perkins Signature Series. I got teal with a teal stamp, max weight, embossed, 176. Slight dome on the profile. This is definitely workable. A Meta Essence to me is the perfect amount of stability, flip to flat. If you don't have a lot of, don't have to put a lot of power on this to get the fly far. And these are definitely worth bagging. There's always a good spot for that straight to understable fairway driver. So some other fairway drivers I'm going to bring with me that I've just, again, can't have room in the bag. I just carry a standard Discmania Evolution Neo Instinct, blue with a black stamp, max weight 176 grams for these. Pretty flat profile. I noticed with the Neo, once you beat them in, they flip the flat pretty well, and they actually ride a little to the right. So they're definitely, I'd say, hit or miss on the shots you're going to use them for, but it's definitely something I can see myself maybe throwing at certain courses that tightly wooded. So definitely bring that. Another disc I've been using, I just prefer my Night Strikes, is the new Italian Blend Plastic C-Line FD from Discmania. This is a green with a purple stamp color. This is max weight. It is embossed, 175 grams. Slight dome to it, but I'm loving this new plastic. For this FD, it definitely, the stability's there. It's a little more stable than my Night Strike runs of FDs, but that's awesome because it gives you a little bit more torque. So this is definitely something I would usually carry in my cart, but I've just, again, going to bring it with me. And last but not least, my last fairway driver is just a staple in the bag, so I'll have to bring it. I just didn't put it in the bag, but I'm always going to have one. It is a Discmania C-Line FD, a second run FD. This is blue with a Huck Lab die on it. Pen to 172 grams, flat profile. Second run FDs are worth their weight in gold. Definitely get you one. They are expensive, but they're definitely worth it. That old, stiff C-Line plastic. It's a lifer disc. And this one has been one of the ones I've absolutely loved to throw. So that's all I got for fairway drivers. I'm going to go into the slower speed drivers / utility drivers. And again, there's probably some more that I'm going to bring. This is just what I could grab. So the ones I'm carrying right now, let me see. There we go. I carry 4 of them. First one is, these are again probably all speed 9s. It is a Innova Champion Glow Nate Sexton Firebird. This is a 2019 run. Very well beat in, but it's the perfect amount of stability. It's got teal with a kind of gold stamp. It's embossed 175 grams. Flat profile. This run I've actually recently fell in love with. It's got a good amount of control, Anheuser forehands. And basically Firebirds, I'm using them for skip shots, or it's just a forehand disc for me, really. But depending on the shot, I might pull it out for a backhand. Firebird have a good amount of stability as a predictable fade. Next, I carry another Firebird, just a different year run. It is another Innova Nate Sexton Champion Glow 2018 Firebird, teal with a red stamp. It's a little more stable than the 19 run, in my opinion. Embossed 175 grams, flat profile. So between these two, definitely calls for the shot. Just love having Firebirds. They're trustworthy, and I absolutely love the release I get on the forehands for those discs. Next was a new disc that I put in my bag when they came out, and I've actually just recently got a plastic in them that I don't think anyone's has yet. But I do love bagging a Discmania Evolution Neo Splice. It's basically the Tilt's little brother. This is white with a silver stamp. It is embossed 173 grams, completely bored flat, almost concaved. Basically, like I said, it's a really good disc. The Tilt's mini brother. Huge flare skips. I use this as I would a Tilt, but also for huge forehand, hyzer forehands and backhands. Just awesome disc. Glad they came out with that. Definitely worthy of a bag spot. And last is a disc that I recently actually picked up, but I always throw one of these in the bag. It is a Innova Swirly Star Jeremy Colling Thunderbird. This is a 2019 run. It's kind of a bluish halo with a red stamp, embossed 175 grams. Good amount of dome on this one, but the stability's there. Thunderbirds, usually we'll bag a Thunderbird or a PD, so for now I'm using a Thunderbird. Good amount of fade, good amount of glide. So that's all I got for utility, lower speed drivers. Now I'll get into my distance drivers, which again, I'm not carrying as many as I normally do. But I do carry 3 DD3s and 1 PD2. So the first DD3 is just a basic Discmania S-Line DD3, a stock stamp, lime green with red. Shout out to Gaze for hooking me up with this one. Embossed 171 grams, board flat. This is probably my less thrown one, but it's definitely a bomber. Flip to flat, just glide for days. Also, I use this for forehands too as well. The other DD3 I have is another Discmania S-Line DD3 stock stamp. This is just my favorite colorway. It is lime green with the powder blue foil color. This is max weight, 175 grams. Not as flat as that other one, but this is my basically my go-to DD3 for just trustworthy headwind shots, max distance, or at least just overall reliable fade finish. That stock run is definitely preferred by me. For my max distance, I will say that this one is definitely what I'm going to be throwing. It is one of the older releases of the Discmania S-Line DD3 Cloudbreaker 2. This is yellow with a purple foil, embossed 173, 5 grams. Probably my favorite run of the Cloudbreaker series. This one is board flat. There's so much glide. If you crank on these, I'm starting to beat this one in. It has a little bit of turn, a little bit of give, and it just gives me my max distance. So definitely love crushing these, and I recommend this run to anyone that wants to get max distance. And my last distance driver is my overstable one. And again, with the bag, I'm only carrying one of them. It is a Discmania S-Line PD2. This is a pink with a flag foil stock stamp. It's an older run. It's penned 175 grams. It's got a good amount of dome to it, good heartbeat. Between this and probably the Simon Lizotte Signature Series, the Skyrider, those are my two favorite runs of PD2s. Just put this one, it's kind of newer, to give you that good stability, flare skips, backhands, ultimate headwind fighter. So yeah, definitely need a PD2 in your bag. And so the other distance drivers are going to be, again, bringing with me. Again, I'll switch them out in and out with the other ones. It's actually one of the newer runs of the Discmania S-Line DD3 Cloudbreaker 3s. This is red with a blue hologram foil. Absolutely love this run. This is embossed 171 grams. This one's pretty flat. I noticed the color difference does matter. It's got a little pop top to it, but I went with a lighter weight, a red one. Try to feel out the stability. So far, this is pretty stable, but again, I haven't thrown it too much, but I'm going to try to work this in the bag eventually. And then my last one I'm going to bring with me is just a little bit more understable distance driver. It is a kind of ugly, but it's a Innova Star Wraith, old school home die by Furl himself, pen 175 grams, pretty flat. Older Star pen race, we all know about them. Good amount of glide, good amount of workable shot selection with this, and definitely get this flip to flat, ride a little bit right, and then finish left. But I absolutely love having a Wraith in the bag. So that's all the discs I got for you. So until the next one, keep sending it.